So you ever get to writing and then you get stuck and you need some clarity? Let me help you with that. Welcome back to the Think and Share chat. I'm happy to sit down and talk with you again about quality church content. And I want to talk to you today about the challenge of refining what you're writing and working through some challenges while you're writing. I got some friends that call me almost every week as they're writing and says, "Hey, look, I'm working on this idea. What do you think about this?" And it's what I like to call the spin circle, right? And maybe that's not the best title for it, but I like to call it the spin circle because this is the part of the writing where what I like to call the spin cycle, right? That you have this portion where you got a lot of extra stuff in there, and you need to tighten and tweak and get all the water out, so to speak, right? So that it's most effective and most potent, right? So you need to clarify some of those ideas. You need to tighten some of those points. You need to focus some of those illustrations. And so it's the spin cycle. It's where you're working out those ideas to make them tighter and sharper and cleaner, right? So you need a spin circle to do the spin cycle. And the spin circle is kind of like your friends or your mentors. You need a few people that you can call on to say, "Hey, look, I'm working on this piece and I need you to help me with this idea. I want to know if this makes sense to you. I want to know if you think that this concepts or these ideas connect." These are people that maybe your closest friends, maybe the people who you trust, or maybe some people within your audience that you can kind of poll and say, "Hey, what do you think about this?" And the more you kind of talk it through, the more you're able to get a sense of how it'll be received. So you're going to say, "Hey, look, this is what I'm thinking. How does that sound? What do you think about that? Or what is some feedback that you can give me so that I can make it better or make it more clear?" I have in a larger sense, I have a mentor who has said to me that he goes from, and maybe I'll talk about this in another Think and Share chat, right? But he goes from seminar to article to book, right? Seminar, article, book. And the reason why he starts with the seminar is because he says that in a seminar, the people are able to ask some questions, right? And when they're asking questions about whatever he's presenting, that he can clarify the ideas for the article and then later on the book. So it's kind of like for him that spin circle or that the spin circle space, he kind of uses his presentation times and his question and answer to kind of clarify some things for him while he's writing. But if you write regularly, you need to do this on a regular basis and talk to the people around you to let them ask questions, let them push back a little bit so that they can help you clarify what you're thinking. I also know of a pastor who does this on a regular basis on social media, that he puts out a question every week so that he can get some feedback from people about what they're thinking about this topic. And maybe that's his way to help him get going, but it's also some ways that it helps him to clarify what it is that he wants to say and where it is that people are, to help him connect better with his audience. So again, you need that spin circle. You need that small circle of friends, associates, family members, mentors, whoever that you can bounce things off of. But then you need to put it through the spin cycle with them of asking them questions, feedback. What do they think? How does it sound? So that you can make it tighter, cleaner, sharper, and more potent for your audience. Once again, feel free to reach out at CC ThinkNWrite, so that you can ask any questions you have or put stuff in the comment section, and we can chop it up together to build quality church content.